Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, Darnold. And incomplete to open things up.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Faking the give, Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. First down, it's Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Again, Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Now let's go.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold found his target. It's Anderson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Lucky 56!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Darnold. He's going to flip one down here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. It's Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets. But oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Now a toss play to Bernard. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Let's go. There you go. There you go. Tiger.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
Darnold now to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cannon. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Green, 39. Green.
Back to throw, Darnold. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 1st down throw, Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle that time by William Hayes. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st down, Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And for the throw here, that's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Hey, 20.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Tannehill once more. Quick hitch, complete. It's Grant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
20.
To the air again, Tannehill. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the 1st as well.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Out of the gun, Tannehill. His pass caught at the 4. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And this one through the uprights and good. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Green 39! Green
Now
39!
contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, Ingram. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hip, hip, hip. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Hey, 30.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. He drops it off for Bernard. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Burris. Parker, the intended target. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run with Cannon, and some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
To the ground, this time with Ingram. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Here's Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the 50, it's Darnold. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Cannon. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green!
Darnold from the gun. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now Darnold over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
All right, here we go. Please, attention now, party.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Robert Quinn in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Gone! Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run. This is Cannon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34.
Hurry up, here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And this is incomplete. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it. And the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
Here's Darnold. And now he'll tuck it and run. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Trenton Cannon with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jermaine Johnson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Darnold. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Faking the give, Darnold. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And Kelly's man complete. And he's brought down after a good game. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A first throw for the backup Osweiler. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw again is Osweiler. Going for it all. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Osweiler will throw again. And he's got his man. It's Escobar. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to a full 2-minute offense, offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Here's Osweiler to throw. And this is caught. So he fakes the spike, and they get the touchdown. Danny Amendola, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Here's Cannon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Lucky 19.
Darnold on 3rd down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. Anderson loses the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Leopard! Detroit! 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Osweiler. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Leopard! Leopard!
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Right around the 8. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll come out in the pistol. They get it to him running left. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late. But you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. And it's the Lions who have scored to extend their lead. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Darren Waller with time running out. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. And Stills over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Here's Osweiler. He will find his big tight end over the middle. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare, because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
First throw in overtime now for Osweiler. Now he's going to throw deep back over them. He's got him in, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A huge play there in overtime. 43 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On first down, Osweiler. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Osweiler looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Osweiler now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's complete to Drake. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Throwing again, Osweiler. Being chased out left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Second and goal from the 1. They get it to him running left. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Their goal from the start was to at least finish 500. This loss, however, guarantees a losing record.
And that can't leave a good taste in anyone's mouth. You're talking about front office, ownership, coaches, players, everyone. 8-8 is the minimum for any team to think that they had a decent year. Now, a losing season, hard to spin that one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.